as a business coach, I work with people who are successful but stuck, and I work with them to get them unstuck. And when it comes, I think sometimes to affirmations and mantras, I think sometimes people get stuck because they think, they don't work. They don't work. And here we have, you have all of this evidence that yes, it actually does work. I actually believe in them, but but how do you get somebody unstuck? I want to start here to just surrender and believe.
Well, you cannot make someone surrender and believe. They have to be at a point where they're willing to do anything to get unstuck. They want to have, they want to change and they don't know how to. And that's why I love the affirmations with the music, because you don't have to sing along. You don't have to believe. It is scientific fact. On my website, I've got so much scientific information from Johns Hopkins, Berkeley, that music with positive lyrics, which I was the first person to actually do it literally as an affirmation. So it really works 300 times faster than any other method to get the affirmation into the subconscious mind. Because if the person doesn't believe and they're doing an affirmation like saying to themselves, oh, I'm so successful, I'm a magnet to money and my life is beautiful, and they're looking around and they're not seeing what they're saying, well, then the doubting mind spits it out. Sometimes it vomits it out. It's like, that's not true. And it has to go into the subconscious mind for it to implant that new thought until eventually that new thought blossoms. And before the people know it, they're singing along, I'm a magnet to money. And they're singing along to that they're successful, rock and roll music and pop music with all these different affirmations. And it works so powerfully. I have doctors that do this all the time, and they actually suggest to their patients who are depressed to listen to my music. And I have it on, we've developed all these wonderful apps as well. So the person doesn't even have to remember to listen. It just every hour or every 6 hours or however they put their notifications in. They've got morning meditations. They've got an evening sleep program. They just listen to it as they go to sleep. They've got the affirmation songs. We've just done an app actually that's free for anyone called Affirmation Power App from the Apple Store. It's free, and you get the music videos with the affirmation songs. You get tons of affirmations with the music underneath, and free ebooks and lots of things. So even if someone, if they want to go deeper, well, then I recommend the Manifestation video book app, because you get to watch. It's the world's first video book. You get to watch images because we think in pictures and patterns. So whatever we're looking at the most, so if you're looking around yourself and you're not seeing the change that you want in your environment, for example, but if you watch it on a video, you're getting to see the visuals, because the mind doesn't know the difference between a picture and what's real. It really doesn't. And I love, John, I love so much that when I first started teaching this, it hadn't been proven scientifically, and now it has. So just listen to the music and let that get into your subconscious mind, and you don't have to have faith. You don't have to believe it's going to work. It just will go into your subconscious mind. And wouldn't you rather have positive affirmations about that your success and that you love your life and that you're one with everything, and that you take divine action, you work hard and you love it, you're on purpose. You want that in your mind. And eventually, if it goes into the subconscious mind, it becomes a belief, a new positive belief. And your frequency, because everyone has a frequency, your vibration, whether you believe it or not, I'm telling you, it's been scientifically proven now that quantum physics have discovered that we are consciousness. It's like, Buddha was teaching that quite a while ago. Thank you, scientists. And so, it just works. And I have people all over the world that love them.
Let's back up. I love everything you're talking about. Just for fundamental purposes, can you describe to people for those who don't know or maybe don't fully know, what the subconscious mind is versus the conscious mind?
Yeah, the subconscious mind takes in everything that we have learned in our lifetime. It just sits there like a supercomputer with all this information. And so at a subconscious, you'll hear someone say, oh, they're subconsciously doing that. They're like doing a negative thing on themselves. They're putting themselves in a corner. They don't have the confidence because what's been built up in the subconscious mind, the beliefs that have been implanted there since childhood become who you are as an adult. And so if you have been in a negative situation a lot or had negative teachers or parents and you've been fed, and then you start feeding yourself the negative things, you start complaining instead of looking at what's in front of you and what you can do to make a change. People get into the point of complaining because in their subconscious mind, there's not enough positivity for them to jump over that hill, whatever that hill is or mountain it is, and you want to take one step at a time, and you have to if you want to have change, because if your conscious mind is then, you're thinking about a lot of stuff. It's like some things just get spat out. If your conscious mind does not believe what you're saying, it won't go into the subconscious mind. It'll just be in the short-term memory and then it'll be spat out, which is why myself and Mick Jagger, we always sing our songs when we get an idea straight onto a little cassette player. And for those youngsters, just Google cassette player. If you don't know what that is. Anyway, so because otherwise the bright idea that you've just had for a new business or a song or whatever it is, creatively, if you don't write it down or record it, it will go out into the hemisphere. It's gone, short-term memory. So in the subconscious mind is the long-term memory, and that's what has to be changed.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring up a really good point because people's attention span is very short. They say now less than a goldfish, less than 7 seconds, about 6 seconds. And the short-term memory is going, but yet a lot of us, all me included, we have these memories that are 20, 30, 40 years old that are stuck in the subconscious. So what you're saying is the affirmations that you have. What was the first app you had, the affirmations?
Affirmation Power app.
Power app. Affirmations Power app.
Affirmation Power app.
Power app. They help basically heal that.
Yeah. Well, they don't help heal it. You may as well, you could say it in that way. It doesn't really make any difference how verbiage we use, but it helps to tremendously to build up new positive thoughts so that the older ones, they won't dissipate. They won't be lost forever. There are certain things you can do through deep meditation, etc., to release them, but that's a lot of work. And I do teach how to do that so that you've got rid of the old stuff completely. But the musical affirmation songs and just listening to them over and over again. And the way I've got it, you can speak them with the music underneath. You can repeat them after me, or you can just have it going while you're making lunch. And it's just going straight into your subconscious mind. And before you know it, you're like, wow, I really feel better today. What's going on? And every day you begin to feel a little better. And as you take positive action and you remember to say an affirmation every morning or put a big sign up, I don't care what you do. I love my beautiful life. Wake up saying that, and if you've got the app doing it for you, you don't even have to remember and you don't even have to feel like you want to do it. You just listen.
I love
technology.
I love technology too. Well, this was a great way for people to get unstuck. Understanding the subconscious mind is where the long term is held. We have affirmations, we have money affirmations, and places that we can get some great tools. I love that. I love that, Michele. Thank you so much.